Hi, this is Mr. Shumway. I put together a quick video clip to explain how to use Excel for calculations. Looks like we're a little bit rusty on Excel, or maybe didn't get that as a freshman. So let's say we have some distances. That doesn't quite fit in that cell. We can change that by clicking on the right-hand side of the cell and dragging that so that label fits in there. And so we have some distances and some time. So let's say we have, well, I might put the units up there in meters, so I can drag that a little further over. Let's say we do a 30 meter, and we do a 50 meter, and we do a 100 meter. Well, let's say we have a 3-second. Maybe we ought to put the units in the label. Let's say we have a 5.6 and an 11.1.2 second. Well, if we wanted to calculate velocity, we know that velocity is distance divided by time. So A2 is the location of a distance. We can divide that by B2, which is a time. If I begin that with an equals, then it will do a calculation for me. It will take the blue divided by the red. If I hit enter, it will do that calculation for me. Well, what are the units on that? Well, meters divided by seconds. So in the label, I'll put the units, meters per second. Now, the neat thing about using Excel, for one calculation, it's maybe better to use a calculator, but let's say we want to do that for 3 measurements. All of a sudden, we have those measurements ready to go. So let's, I'm not sure if those just happen to be the same. We'll change this just to see. Yeah, they just happen to be exactly the same. Oh, I just doubled it is what it was. Anyways, you don't need to know those to that level of accuracy. You can round them. You can select those and you can format cells. Talking about numbers, 2 decimal places is way enough for this little exercise. So if you have a lot of measurements, you can grab the corner of the calculation box and do calculations for the next row and the next row and stuff like that. So that's why I recommend Excel. Also, then we could graph these. Well, to graph these, we might copy that, might move it over here, paste it as I'm going to paste it as formula, so that we don't want formula. I'm going to paste it as well, here's what I'll do. If I want that value there, I'll just say equals C2. Now that whatever value is in C2 will be here also. So now I can grab that lower right corner and do that same for a couple other rows. So here I might have run number. So then when we go to graph them, then it's a fairly simple project. You just insert a chart, and let's do a scatter plot. And let's not connect the dots. And here it's automatically scaled. So if I double click on that, I can change the scale. Instead of having a minimum of 8.5, let's have a minimum of 0 and maximum of 10. So it's easier to compare these. So this one's above 9, this one's below 9, this one's about 9. So it's just easier to compare if you know the scale is going from 0 to 10. The auto scale sometimes helps, but not in this case. Now we might want to put axes titles. So in format, okay, so this new version of Excel, you go into Design tab at the top, and then over to the left part of that, Add Chart Element. And we want to add axes titles. Neither of them have titles, so the horizontal, the title there is run number. And the vertical axis, the title would be velocity in meters per second. So, and then this title here could be changed to whatever. So, just a refresher on Excel. There's lots of possibilities. I think you'll find that it's very helpful in the future. Even though it may take some time to learn, it makes big projects simpler. So I would say learn now while we're doing simple projects.